Thank you again to all the music performers who helped make this day special. And thank you all for joining us today for a very unique commencement in the way only UArts can deliver. Though we cannot see one another this morning, the energy of connecting to the UArts family, to our graduates, their families, and their peers that have done so much to support them, as well as our trustees, faculty, staff, and friends. To know that you are all here in real time, I'll just say the energy is real and powerful. I also want to take a moment to relay a special thanks to our trustees. This year has been like no other, and your support and generosity to all our entire community has been unwavering. Thank you, and thank you everyone who is joining us this morning as we celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our graduating students of 2021. We know that none of us expected to gather in this way in front of our screens on graduation day. And we know you did not expect to complete more than 2 full semesters in remote fashion. I'll admit, at first I struggled when sitting down to craft this message, what words can ever adequately address all that has happened during this past year. There is so much we don't know about all the many particular folds and creases within each of our lived experiences this past year. You've taken your classrooms and your bedrooms, your kitchens, your living rooms. You've created your studios and spaces in between, basements, hallways, stairways, alleyways, sidewalks, streets, parks, or maybe just a tabletop or floor. The daily rhythms, joys, needs, and hardships of family constellations amid a global pandemic. Siblings, parents, grandparents, roommates, partners, cousins, friends, peers, faculty, and even pets. Dropped connections, broken devices, sickness, strife, loss, and grief. Unfortunately, a COVID reality. Yet for more than 400 days, you've risen. You've made the daily choice to stay committed, to persevere. You've demonstrated determination and incredible resolve to defy the limits that the world may have been imposing upon you, and instead, through your own will, claimed your ground. Your will is a powerful tool. Indeed, it may be the most powerful tool any of us can leverage for meaningful change. When we talk about will, we are talking about choice. We are not talking about what you had to do or what you were compelled to do or required to do. We are talking about daily choices you continue to make for more than 400 days. You, the graduating students of 2021, have continually proven that you make the choice to have your voice, your work, your art seen and heard. You've made the choice that benefits not only your growth, but the growth of others. We have other words for these particular types of choices that benefit our ability to contribute meaningfully to the world, as well as support and make space for others' growth and ability. We are talking about generosity. In many words, an artist's role is a continued practice of generosity, a generosity of mind, a generosity of spirit, and a generosity of actions. It is choosing, exercising the will to create and imagine alternative realities, despite the injustice and imbalance that may exist within our presence. As I have said before, artists and creatives have steep work ahead of them in a post-pandemic world. It is creatives that I believe will shape and define the meaning of chaos, loss, tragedy, and despair that the pandemic has dealt. It is creatives like you that will continue to reject the limits that have been forwarded and instead define all the new possibilities. While the pandemic has been unrelenting, it has also honed your abilities. You have understood that the daily choices you made were in support of not only your own growth, but the growth of others. You are ready to afford the care, attention, respect, and commitment to one another that will be required to create a more equitable, more generous future. You are ready to demonstrate the power of the arts and creativity and how it can transform our society. You have chosen and continue to choose a culture of learning, one of reciprocity. You have adapted, grown, and evolved, and supported the growth of others around you. Though I would never choose our recent circumstances again, I can think of no other generation that has come before that is better prepared to serve as our creative leaders of tomorrow. Today, we celebrate your deliberate choice and practice of generosity. It is through your will continually choosing a practice of generosity through mind, spirit, and actions that better futures will be imagined. Congratulations to every one of you and your families and friends who have supported you. Thank you. I now have the honor of introducing Jeffrey Lutsky, Chair of the University's Board of Trustees, to deliver greetings on behalf of the board. Jeff has served the university community for 11 years, providing unwavering leadership and direction, as well as offering extraordinary generosity in both his time and own resources. Chairman Lutsky.